You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and today I will be reviewing All I Ask of You by Night Ruby, who I think has like 400 subs or something like that, so I'm here for you. This was really good. So it begins with apparently this popular girl, maybe some commentator girl, something like this, not really exposited. And you're out late in this park, I presume. There's apparently a fountain in this area, so, you know, something like that. And, you know, she comes and greets you. And, you know, she asks for some change to throw in the fountain to make a wish. Wish I had some change around, but I don't. But it wouldn't matter, because I would only throw in a penny. I only throw in pennies into the fountain. I don't believe in throwing other change into it. I know people say more money equals better luck or whatever. No, it's a penny. Keep it, you know, keep it simple. Penny, and besides, I'm in Canada, so, you know, we don't have pennies anymore. So, you know, the actual rarest one is the penny. So, you know, now there's even more reason. But, you know, she makes her wish, and, you know, she thanks me for my change. How courteous I am. And, you know, then we go on, and she says that she wanted to, she wanted to be alone, have some alone time to her, but she asks me to accompany her. And she said I would be well acquainted with being alone, because I'm apparently a very lonely guy. Which is, pretty true in reality as well, so there's that. But, you know, we go on, and just checking to see if I didn't, no, I didn't miss anything so far, so, pretty much she starts, like, describing you, really. In fact, you as a character are kind of characterized more in this than her as a character, which is kind of interesting. But I liked it, especially because it kind of was lining up with kind of a lot of ways I am. So she talks about how all the other kids are sleeping right now, but I decided to go out and chill in the nighttime, which is pretty similar to how I am. And, you know, it was on, like, she talks about how on the bus all the kids were on their phones, and, you know, they're all distracted, but I was just chilling, looking at mountains and looking at the sky and looking at the oceans, and I just stare off into the abyss. I just stare off. I stare off. And there's this serenity to me. Serenity to the listener in this case, right? You know, because you are characterized. You got that. You're characterized to that. The thing is, that's very true to how I am. That's literally how I am, because I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone, so I can't distract myself with a phone. So yeah, literally I just sit there and look out at the mountains when I'm on the bus, and I literally am just mountain mode. I'm a mountain man. I'm a guy who goes for walks and looks at the scenery, and, you know, I bring up my binoculars and get me a good view. I do. It's something I do. It's actually, like, pretty accurate to how I am. So, you know, inadvertent, unintentional, but, you know, it actually, I relate on it on a very deep level, even though, you know, obviously it's not planned to be that way, but I do relate on that level to it. So, yeah, I believe that was all with that. So then she kind of goes into her confession, basically. She talks about basically this, like, kid scenario where, I guess, you were at some camping thing or some kind of field trip thing in the past, and all the other friends were comforting each other. They were all hanging out, and you show up, and you apparently, her glasses were dirty or something, so you, like, clean her glasses. I almost thought I could get some glasses, but I don't have glasses here. I don't wear glasses. So I'm like, maybe. No. You always want to make a gag, but it's like, I got nothing near me. I got nothing near me to make gags with, you know? such is life. But, you know, so I come up and clean her glasses for her. You know, and then apparently I hold her hand while doing it, so I'm a real, you know, I'm a real smooth criminal at the moment. And then I put her glasses on her, and I have some apparently, you know, grin on my face. You know, and it's like this real wholesome moment. And apparently hug her too. You know, I just go in. I'm just, you know, I'm just, I'm just like, hey, here's the glasses. Yeah, yeah, good days. And apparently, you know, she fell for me from that. Granted, I've swooned women easier than doing that, so I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I've swooned women easier in my time. You know, I have a couple stories. You know, seriously, one thing I'll say is if a woman is like looking at you, giving you the look, be careful if you look back, because there's a chance if you look back even once, then she'll be looking at you for the next, you know, weeks at minimum, possibly like maybe a month or 2 or 3. She'll just be like looking at you, and you know, she'll, you know. So just be careful, okay? Maybe it's something that's only for me, but seriously, be careful about giving the woman a stare back, because you know, if you do, they can just be, you know, coming right back for you. So, you know, be careful, okay? Only look back if you plan on going in. Look back, give them some of the leering, some stares, right? And then, you know, when the time is right, go in, and then, you know, say whatever. You don't really need to say much. Be like, hey, I want to talk to you, and then, you know, honestly, you just start talking, and then kind of just starts from there. Nature will take its course for you, but honestly, just don't look back unless you plan on initiating. But, you know, she apparently liked you for years after this interaction. Women liking me for years is something I kind of distrust. But, you know, maybe it was kid mode. It was kid mode. If it was kid mode, I can believe it. You know, so she, you know, she likes me and she wants to see the real me. She wants to see smiling me. You know, she wants to see smiling me, and you know, that's what she wants to see. And you know, yeah. So you know, she pretty much says that she confesses that to me, and I guess I basically go along. I'm just like, yeah, sure. Which, you know, I probably would, honestly, because this is a great scenario. This is nighttime, you know, at the fountain, very chill. You know, honestly, it's a great scenario to be in. And you just got this girl and your childhood friend coming up in this very like serene context, and just being like, you know, I love it when you smile. And you know, I remember that time you like fixed my glasses. That was like such a wholesome moment. You know, like I kind of like you, and you know, you're like a quiet nerd, but like. You know, I like you, and I'm just like, you know what, I get it, alright, you know, a lot of times I don't get it. You see, here's the thing, there have been women who've come up to me, and they're like, hey, will you like taking me on a date? Yeah, like, you know, tell me, you know, and I'm like, who are you? Yeah, no thanks, sorry, I don't have money at the moment, yeah, but, you know, if it was that context, I'd probably be like, you know, there's something going on here. You know, that I'm seeing something here. You know, so, you know, after she talks about her childhood experience and her crush on you, apparently I go in and just give her a little smooch on the forehead. Apparently that's the move, right? That's the technique. And you know, I go in and you know, she appreciates that. So. She says, you know, tomorrow I'll be sitting with her. And isn't that a statement, right? The statement's been made, you know. You know, she holds my hand and she says, warm and smooth, right? These hands, warm and smooth, apparently. Alright. I mean, I hope so, right? You know. There are some things I can say about my hands, honestly. Playing Melee for, like, years straight it's done a number on my hands. I say that at least I kind of weakened my muscle tension. So I do have interesting hands. Warm hands, I'm not sure about that, but you know, interesting at least, right? And you know, then she kisses me back. I'm not sure where, but you know, we'll assume not too crazy. And then you know, she's like, yeah, goodbye. And I'm like, yeah, good night. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. So Oh yeah, she calls me like good boy or something. She has a name, right? What does she say? Oh bloody! I can't find it. I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Dear boy. That's dear boy. Dear boy. That's that's what. My dear boy. And you know what? When she said my dear boy, you know, it was. You know, that is a good. You know, that's a good one. You know, that's a good one. That's a good. I like that one. I like that one. And she says, yeah, she doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So you know, it is what it is. But you know, wholesome mode. Wholesome mode. Can I say wholesome? Wholesome department. Welcome to the corner of the wholesome. Wholesome night mode. Yeah. The quiet boy and his, you know, his wholesome confession. Yeah, man. So I'm a fan of that. Now, only criticisms I have are technical. So, like, the audio itself, love the setup, love the characterization, love the scenario. Obviously relate to it a lot, and, you know, found it very common, found it very great. Now, the only criticisms I have are technical, so I heard a couple mic bumping, so occasionally, like, hitting the mic and you kind of hear that. She also kind of misread the script, so she said generally instead of generously, like, you smile generally. I thought it would be you smile generously, because smiling generally doesn't really sound, you know, like, it doesn't sound right the way she says it. What else did she say? Yeah, she said showcasing instead of showcasing, so she kind of like muddled some words. The script on its own though was great. It's just the way she kind of like didn't read it. She misread a couple things. It's not that big, but I have to point it out. So those are really the only small technical issues I have with it. The audio itself, in that context of it, the script itself, the scenario itself, is all good. I really love that stuff. So I loved the audio. I loved how it was. So you know, Night Ruby, I'm a fan. I have been subbed for a while. Love your stuff, and you know, always repping the underappreciated. So you know, very good on that. So last thing I have to rate is the thing as a whole. So audio 2 out of 5 because I put on headphones. Wholesome rating 5 out of 5 definitely. And the overall rating is 9 out of 10. Again, only because of those small technical issues hold it back from being 10. However, I've introduced a new thing, which is the rank. And this is ranked legend. So there are 6 ranks. There's bad, okay, I'm sorry, trash, bad, okay, good, great, legend. So it's 6 ranks. So this is ranked legend. Okay, so this is the highest rank. And the reason why I have the rank is because, again, I give 10s pretty easily. I give a 10 out of 10 pretty easily, relatively. But the rank will be more strict, okay? So if you have a high rank, that means it's something that's really memorable, it's something that sticks with me, it's something that I'll rewatch. It's, you know, it stands above, right? So it's not just produced well, it has more of a deeper impact, right? That's what legend is, okay? So that's separate from the overall rating, which is more of like how it was produced and stuff like that. And the scenario and whatnot, the technical. Whereas legend is a bit more of how it impacted me, a bit more personal rating. So again, it's ranked legend. And the reason I put the ranking there is to differentiate those things, because for example, my last audio, the girlfriend audio is one, I gave that like audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 5 out of 5, overall rating 10 out of 10. But it's not something I would say is one of the best ASMRs I've ever seen. I'm just saying, in terms of how it was made overall, it was basically I had no problems with it. But it would be ranked great. It would not be ranked legend. This is ranked legend, even though it's not a 10 out of 10. So that's the kind of difference there. So, you know, that's how it is, right? Those are the differentiations between those things. So I'll just keep that in mind. And eventually, I probably will come out with a ranking list, because I love making spreadsheets. I'll probably make some giant spreadsheet of every single thing I've ranked and put it in order, because, you know, people love People love rankings. So eventually I'll do that. But until then, thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.